Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So, by this point, I've used these characters enough, I've experienced the fights enough, seen like how Festival shakes up, how the, various Red Zone fights shake up, the Jiren fight, the Topo fight, the Goku Black and Zamasu fights, the Blue Goku fight, Battle Hard and Formidable Foes, kind of all shake it up, how these EZA characters work, normal Dokkan Fest characters work. And so we're going to do this. We're going to do a top 15 DOKKANFEST TUR. Now, people have asked for me to do a mixed EZ8 and DOKKANFEST list. A lot of times I like to shy away from these because it can get very messy once you start mixing up a lot of different types of characters, right? But, I mean, we're just going to do DOKKANFEST TURs. Originally, I was going to do an all TUR list, but, I mean, then once we start putting Chi-Chi in here, I mean, Chi-Chi would rank very highly. And I was like, let's just stick to DOKKANFEST exclusives, right? All these characters are various DOKKANFEST exclusives throughout the years. Some of them are new DOKKANFEST exclusives, and some are EZA characters, right? So, let's just jump in. I spent quite a bit of time on this. It is interesting. Once we just do this, like, mix the EZAs. I mean, one reason is because we're getting so many more EZAs than ever. I feel like this is one of those things where people go like, oh my god, there's nothing going on in the game. It's just been dead all year. But then, like, you compare the amount of, like, EZAs we get, like, this year compared to every other year, and it's like we're blowing it away, right? There's so many EZAs. So it's like we actually, like, characters who aren't even that old don't make an appearance here. We could talk about it at the end, but I mean, once you get to, like, the 13, 14, 15, up to, like, 22 range, there's probably several characters we could kind of, like, slide in and out, depending upon the situation and stuff like that. Now, keep in mind, we are having just moved into kind of like a new leader skill meta, too. So, I'm telling y'all, I'm giving a huge edge towards characters that are on, like, strong teams. Right? Like, that is a huge factor to me. Like being on a strong competitive team, right? Like, STR Cell, I mean, it's good for him that Hit came out. Because it's like, how, like, even if I think Cell is solid, I mean, if you can't win with his team, how good is that character really? If, like, you just have no chance of winning, right? Like, it's, but on Hit's team, obviously, it's not a problem. All right, now I'm going to start with 14 and 15 here. I have the GT Super Saiyans. I don't use these guys much. I mean, I think that's mostly to their restrictions, though, right? Like, it's one of those things where I use characters as usually new characters come out for their teams or something like that, right? So, like, Hit and Set, like, it's all tournament participants right now. So I'm not really seeing much play for these guys. If we get Grade 8 Power or GT Hero characters this year, which I think we are. I think we're probably going to see a lot more of this. I mean, Daima. These guys can move even up. I like these guys both. I think they're both quite good. These guys are strong. Very, very strong. It's just that they're limited. I don't mind EZA TURs being limited, though. I'll say this. Like, to one specific team. Like, if you're going to limit an EZA TUR to one team, I don't mind if the character's then busted on that team. And I do think that these guys apply to that. Rainbow Orb Changers. I mean, we have Damage Reduction, Guard. They made their active skills are just way easier to use now. You could use them as kind of like a defensive tool to protect against locking or AoE abilities. I do like these guys. I have them right here at the bottom of the list. Next, I actually want to grab Super AGL Blue Kaioken Goku right here. I mean, maybe there's some characters we can argue with him here. I mean, from character, like, this guy, again, to, like, 22, I think there's a lot of mixing and matching we could do, right? Based upon the situation of the fight, situation in battle. Keep in mind with this guy, right? Like, a lot of what he's doing, this is a huge factor, right? Like, what your HP level can be. A lot of times, I've not seen him just get outright cold-blooded killed, before we have a chance to trigger the defenses and stuff like that. So I haven't really seen that be too much of an issue. In a lot of these fights, he's able to just activate a very strong 2-turn defensive support, which I think is very good. I just look at this guy as solid. Now, I don't like this. This is definitely a bit of an issue. I would just rather characters not have negative debuffs. But, I mean, using this guy, I mean, we haven't really had many issues or many struggles. I think that this guy is just pretty effective. I don't think that... I've seen a lot of discussion about this. Needing to be third attacker in the turn is not like a bad ability or a frustrating ability or anything like that to me. Because characters like that, it's just... As new good characters come out, they probably be running like slot 1, slot 2. I mean, as a character ages out, you want to move them to slot 3 anyway, typically, right? So it's like, this is not really a big deal. This is only a real factor against like a locking boss is the only time that would kind of be an issue. We got this guy up right here, right? So next, I want to get Path to Power Kid Goku here. I do like this Path to Power Kid Goku. I think he's very solid. I think he actually kind of is a bit of a similar character to the Blue Kaioken, except he's not debuffing himself. But like, it's just, all of this support is really, really, really powerful, right? Like, I think he's got this 2-turn support, the damage reduction support. This can be a nice, effective kind of like floating character. Maybe, I mean, doesn't have the most teams ever, but we could run that Kid Goku team and, you know, double AGL Kid Goku, get this guy on there, get a couple of the fusions on there, and we're cooking, right? I think Path to Power Kid Goku, another character I haven't really used very much, but remember, he's also not on like tournament participants or anything like that, right? It is such a shame. We have 2 Kid Gokus right now, meta-relevant Kid Gokus right now, that are not on Turtle School and tournament participant, which is insane. Because 90% of OG Dragon Ball, pretty much, is like, he would be Turtle School or tournament participant. Like, they actually managed to pinpoint the exact Kid Gokus that are neither, which is so crazy, right? Which kills Master Roshi, by the way. DOKKANFEST Master Roshi. Next, I do want to grab Tech Blue Kaioken Goku right here. I think that this is very fair for him. If we wanted to be really generous, I think we could move him up a little bit. If we wanted to be a little bit negative, I think we can move him down a bit too. I've found that, so like just for 2 seconds, let's not talk about this, right? And let's just talk about like, okay, so he would have like this, plus this, plus this, plus this. I don't know. I've found him to be a relatively solid defensive character. Like, I don't, like, someone referred to him as, like, a defense character. And it's like, that's not what the fuck he is, no. But, like, how he performs defensively has not been a problem to me at all. I thought he actually performs defensively pretty well in a lot of situations. We were able to win in festival battles with him. Now, how can you do that? How can you win in festival battles with a shitty character, right? You can slide through with one shitty character, but if they're able to handle most normals or have the ability to deal with normals, a character can handle themselves. And now we're talking about, you know, Gogeta, you know, 7 million normals or 10 million normals, Vegeta 7 million normals, like those level of normals we're talking about, right? A character doesn't need to be able to handle the super attacks, but you got to be able to handle those normals. And this guy can do that. I think he would be a lot better if this was just a permanent ability and they got rid of this. Like, I don't like, all of this just becomes his intro buff and it's permanent. One thing, he would be way better if you could use his standby specifically as, you know, an ace in the hole against a tough boss, right? You know, the Int Jiren phase or one of these nasty phases. You can't do that without taking huge risk, though, because once his intro is out, he's a fish. Without, like, this is gone and no one's revived it, so you don't have this up. He's a fish. So if you're going to try and delay the standby, you're taking on huge risk. There's 2 ways this guy could be fixed. He would be the best TUR in the game if you removed this and made this a stack. Boom. Best TUR in the game by a mile. Like, he's so broken, it's unbelievable, right? But, like, we could not touch this, and then just kind of like make it to where he is not ever not guarding. Like he doesn't lose this ever. And then we could use the standby as a true, like right now, his standby is not like a true team protector mechanic because you have to do it for himself. It's like the Vegeta and Goku revive character in October. They're EZA. That's not a team protector mechanic because that Vegeta fucking sucks and he'll die. So it's just like you're going to use the revive because he's terrible. All right? That's what happens with this Goku once his intro wears off. That is a huge problem. I mean, this guy probably is a tad overhated, but he does have major concerns. This is a problem. Like, people pretend like this is not a big deal, and yes, the fuck it is. Because this guy is triple and quad supering every single turn. So he's doing a lot of damage to you. You will, if you use this guy a lot, have losses where, you know, he supers, gets you down to 1 HP, and then the boss kills you by doing, you know, 50 damage or something like that. It's happened to me, it happens to everyone. Right. Again, I think he's probably a bit better than a lot of the community says, but I mean, this is about as high as I could go with his flaws, right? I mean, maybe we could slide him down a couple of spots for sure. But I mean, I feel like this is like very fair. Okay. Next we have Tech Janemba here. I like Tech Janemba. I think he's a very strong, nice defensive character. The one thing about him is orbs. Orbs can, you know, sometimes not go your way. But, I mean, we probably would be using this guy on, you know, Big Bad Boss style teams. You know, we could have Tech Cell around. We could have Super Easy A Buuhan around, right? Characters who could generate a lot of orbs. I had really good success using this Janemba. I thought he just seemed very strong. Thought this Janemba was super powerful. One thing that is unfortunate is in his transformed state, he is a dodge character. And remember, dodge characters right now, there is a hell of a lot of dodge canceling going on. So that is something that we have to keep in mind. Speaking of a dodge character, let's get next, AGL Pykon. I thought AGL Pykon is another great EZA. Nice, powerful support type character. You know, he could have the same issue as Tech Janemba, right? Where, you know, he's going to need someone else to create his orbs for him. But remember, this guy's also got this legendary active skill, right? A couple of characters have got these, you know, these dominant Ghost Usher active skills, which are just so... We know how good these are, right? Not really too much to talk about Pykon, just like a very strong, effective character. I like Pykon quite a bit. Very easy, I think, to run him. Next, we'll grab Super Easy A Int Buuhan. Int Buuhan, I think, is probably more likely to be a bit overrated than underrated, because he dropped and he was like, oh my god, right? Like, he actually was so crazy. But remember, all of a sudden, I mean, that was 3 months ago, right? Like, all of a sudden, he's 3 months old, right? January 31st. It's May 5th. So it's like a lot of things happen in between then. You know, we had not had all these difficult fights. I mean, this guy's obviously a non-factor in, like, festival battles and stuff like that. He's effective. He can have a bit of a weakness, depending upon the situation. 2 AoE attacks, 2 locking attacks. Sometimes these can be a bit of a problem for Buuhan here. But generally, he's just very effective, right? He's got, you know, his orb changing, he's healing, you know, he is supporting. There's just a lot to like about this guy. He's a very, very, very strong character. Again, I feel like he's probably a tad overrated, but, I mean, we don't want to pretend like he's not just a god tier character. Like, he's very good still, man. He's super good. Now then we get to this. Like, I don't even want to talk about this kid, really. But, like, I'm just... I mean, I don't know. I'm just not doing my job if I don't just, like, respect him, right? Like, respect him or you're an idiot, unfortunately, is what it comes down to. It's just very simple. I don't dip into the leader skill list shenanigans and stuff like that, right? Like, I don't do it, but, like, this guy, like, doesn't even need leader skills, doesn't need anything. He buys you 2 turns. Now, I do think that there are better characters than him, TURs, as you guys could see, because he can buy you 2 turns. But the longer, like, he's not a juggernaut in a lot of these big, tough fights, right? Like, some of these red zone fights, you know, with some of these nasty abilities. You know, you'll get your turn where you revive. You'll get your turn with your Ghost Usher. I guess to be fair, in like the Jiren, I should probably just do a showcase for him, but in like the Jiren red zones, we probably don't even need to revive with him until we get to Jiren or we get to Topo, right? Like we just wait until then. And then on his next turn, we have another Ghost Usher. And then maybe by that point in the fight, his defensive stacking will allow him to be effective enough. I probably could do a Festival Battles showcase with him too, huh? We could. The only thing is, well, I mean, the revive shenanigans with him don't really work so good in Festival. Because, like, he would die potentially in slot 1. And then, you know, your other 2 characters don't attack. And then you're wasting charges. So charges is a way to even counteract this god of the game right here. But yeah, I mean, he's just so good. We have to represent him here. Next is AGL Cell. Now, I was kind of drafting up this list. I was really thinking about it. Originally, I had Cell a little bit lower, but I feel like I'm thinking too much of, like, first form Cell is not super impressive. Second form Cell is a little bit better, but, you know, he's not, like, the craziest ever. Then there's Perfect Cell, who is broken. But after his first couple of rotations, once he loses this guard, I mean, he's still very good, but broken might be a bit of a stretch. It's just, dude, these dodge characters, man. Someone who hasn't listened to any of my videos at all, hasn't listened to me talk, I'm sure they'd still go, oh, aren't you Mr. Dodge? Even though I spent the whole fucking year talking about how dodge is way weaker this year because there's dodge canceling everywhere, right? And then, you know, what do you want to go into the Festival of Battles 3 hours in on turn 80 and go dodge or die? No, you don't. So it's just like dodge is like way less effective. This guy, I mean, dodge is a huge part of his kit, right? 70% dodge right there. Once, like, when his guard is up, you know, him in slot 2, bosses ain't killing, like, they're not killing him. They're not killing him. But, like, once the guard wears off, like, at that point, like, he probably could be touched. I mean, maybe he could be on, like, potentially a better setup, which could help it work well, too. But, I mean, we could pretty easily run a very competitive hit tournament participant, like, / accelerated battle type team, where we go hit, and then, you know, a bunch of cells and Janembas. And, you know, all big bad bosses, and it works super well. I like AGL Cell. I think he is quite good. Next, we'll go ahead and grab STR Perfect Cell. This guy, I was screaming from the mountaintops that I thought that this guy was overhated. It's just that his team sucked. Right? By the way, the same thing with our boy Blue Kaioken. A big thing with him, his team is fucking horrible. Horrible. And you want to know what easily makes a terrible team right now? It's not hard to figure out. You look at this chat. What do you not see right here? Do you get it yet? Okay, let's get rid of this. Look at this chat. What do you not see right here? Do you get it yet? The 10th and 7th anniversary LRs. If you have none of them on your team fucking sucks. That's pretty much how it goes. So, that was a problem for Cell. Right? That was definitely a problem for Cell. I mean, once, talking about Kid Goku and Hit, I think they're probably a little bit different. Like, Hit is so powerful that I think, like, his team without the fusions, we're okay. Although, they're all on Hit's team as well. But, like, we could run, again, Hit plus Big Bad Boss's characters, and we'll clear the game. Right? Because Hit is so powerful. Like, he's good, and, like, he's on par with the, well, like, yeah, like he's kind of, like, up, like, vaguely up there with the fusion, stuff like that. Him and Kid Goku, and, you know, Carnival Super Saiyan 4 Goku all are, right? This guy is really good. But the thing is, he himself needs to die. And once he does, he's a slot 1. Once he dies, and you have his active up, and, I mean, he's done his attacks right here, this guy is just a slot 1 demon. Big Bad Boss's slot 1 demon. Depending upon what happens this year, this guy could be a major player for Big Bad Boss's teams. Because he's a slot 1. Right? Like, it's just like, those are not fucking easy to come by. Now, he is a slot 1 with hoops to jump through, which is, you know, you need to attack with him a couple of times, you have to, you know, fulfill his active skill condition, and he has to die as well, because you specifically need it to be the Cell who dies, right? Like, this is huge. But, yeah, I mean, he's just so very fucking good, man. Like, it's, when you're not running his own team, which sucks, and you just have one of this guy in the team, he kicks fucking ass, dude. I like this Cell a lot, actually. I do. All right, next we're going to start getting into the real guns. Well, okay, here's Glorio. I mean, Glorio is good. I'm a little down on Glorio compared to other people. I feel like I couldn't get him below STR Cell because this shit is just so absurdly broken. Like, I couldn't, in my right mind, put Cell above him. No fucking way, dude. This shit, what I have highlighted, this is so absurd. It's absurd. But dodge is a huge factor with this guy. Dodge is a huge thing. And, you know, again, there's dodge canceling everywhere. This guy does stack, but his stacks are weak as shit compared to other characters' stacks. So it's like, you know, he'll get a little bit stronger. I mean, certainly he could get to a level, you know, you just play normally. He can, like, maybe, like, if AGL Jiren, you know, the critting full power Jiren with Super in slot 3, Glorio can tank it. So, I mean, knowing that makes me feel better about him for sure. I mean, compared to a lot of characters on this list, are not really festival characters, as you guys can see. Pretty much nothing on here is like a real festival character. I mean, I guess we could probably try and skate through with AGL Pycon as well, and then, you know, use his Ghost Usher against Gogeta or Vegeta. That could be very effective. But, like, most of these characters are just not festival built. Glorio is, but I hate using him in festival, guys. I fucking hate it. I would just rather never do it. Can't stand it. I'm good. Yeah, no. There's nothing worse than dying on turn 70 because this bastard supers normal, and then he gets killed. It's terrible. So there's that. Next we get to the top 3. This guy is my pick for maybe most underrated character in the game right now. Who's the other one? There's oh shit. Int Evolution Blue Vegeta I think is very underrated, but this guy is like, this is like a top 10 overall unit in the game or some shit, man. Okay, so it is a little, you know, basic, but if there is a superclass enemy, bro, this guy is he's a slot 1. If it's a superclass enemy, he's just straight up slot 1. If they could be attack debuffed, this guy ass fucks the fight you're in. Like, this guy destroys Jiren. Like, Int Jiren is a bitch compared to this guy, right? Like the AGL Blue Goku fight. That's why, like, so many people are struggling against that Blue Goku. I mean, the Blue Goku's a tough fight. If you're not going in there with, like, fusion blasting away, that Blue Goku fight is hard because it's like he's dodge canceling and he's supering everywhere, and his damage ramps up quickly. Like, that's a tough fight. So it doesn't shock me that those missions were tough for people, but this guy is a demon, man. And, I mean, he comes out of the womb double orb changing. Bro, we just are out double orb changing. Man. He's so crazy. This guy is so good. He went under the radar when he dropped. Like, Super Easy Buuhan is good. This guy shits on Buuhan, man. He fucking shits on Buuhan. It's crazy. He's way better than fucking Buuhan. I mean, it helps to, if Buuhan had, like, a, you know, better, like, boos that would drop to link perfectly with him, sure. Because, I mean, there is the DOKKANFEST Buuhan, but, like, it's, you know, it's tough to get into that guy's domain, and then we got even more domain clashes all over, right? Like, it's like Super Easy Buuhan doesn't have just, like, a ready-made, like, perfect linking partner. Cell, the thing that's so good about Cell is they dropped a bunch of these cells almost simultaneously. Cell is the greediest, like, character in the game in terms of his link set. There's no greedier character. Where Cell basically exclusively wants to be run with fucking Cell, right? This is one of the best links in the game, Ultimate Life Form, and it's just Cell, right? Dokkan has a million times they've dropped Cell characters and they haven't gotten the fucking memo, which is that they need to have multiple cells ready to go. And they did that correctly. They did. So we have 3 cells who are all very good, which allows all 3 of them to work effectively. Because, I mean, when you have Big Bad Bosses up and you have Ultimate Life Form up and you got Fierce Battle up and you got Kamehameha up, it gets crazy. It gets nuts. So then, I mean, the last 2 is just very obvious, and we don't even really need to spend too much time on them. I don't think so. These characters dominate the entire game. That includes Festival. Now, I do actually have Kid Goku at 2. I did a lot of fighting, a lot of footage with Hit. I saw enough. I was comfortable getting Hit at 1, because of his time skip Ghost Usher. Again, to be clear, Hit is number 1 because of his Ghost Usher. The shit I've seen him do in festival battles. I mean, Kid Goku is also a dominator in there, right? These guys, again, they dominate festival, they dominate the red zones, they could dominate battle hard and formidable foes. Although battle hard and formidable foes will definitely be the weak point for both of these guys. But like, they are just very strong, very broken characters. I don't know that I really need to talk about them much. Hit, you could see Hit fail every now and again. Hit's only defensive mechanic is dodge. So at Hit, if he doesn't dodge, I mean, he can get clapped up very early on. It can happen. Like, if he starts out in slot 7, we saw it in what video was it? It was this one. It was this. People were mad at the team I used in this. I literally ranted about that. Like, people, like, these, like, category, like, I usually am just focusing on running new characters. It's the fucking point of these videos, right? And people are like, oh my god, you're not fucking min-maxing. Like, just shut up. Yeah, it's right here, I think. Yeah, dude. This was stunning. So Hit was in slot 7, right? So, yeah, look, it's just turn 3. Look at this. I mean, it's not, like, we're not using Hit wrong. He's slot 7. You know, we just have him right there, right? And look at this. We get over to the turn. Let's just watch this Hit turn. Let's watch how this plays out. Hit dies right here. Okay, so we didn't exactly have a ton of HP because AGL Cell did not exactly dodge the Rose super attack. The Rose super attack blasted us. I guess I'll zoom in. All right, so there's the Hit super attack. He did 1. Okay, pretty good. Remember, Hit is stacking every single time he supers. Pretty good. There's Rose's buffs kicked in. Once Rose gets hit, I think it's 6 times, he does get rather scary, though, to be fair. All right, so here's the second super attack. Okay, so he did 2 supers is what he did, yeah. And then 1 normal, boom, 500k. Now, that's not, oh, I was playing stupid or anything. Like, that's just, like, that is something that could theoretically happen. Right, now that it was pretty bad luck in that he started out in slot 7, and then, I mean, Rose already had his buff up, which is get hit 6 times. You know, we saw the little buff trigger. But, like, that is kind of like the basement ceiling, or the basement floor for Hit. Right, like, that's kind of like a worst case scenario. Kid Goku has the same weakness, though. Right, like, Hit clears every other character on this list. Right, here, we'll do this. Hit is clearing every other character here. So, like, that weakness, we're only stacking that up against Kid Goku. Kid Goku basically has pretty much the same weakness. I mean, I guess if you have this, Kid Goku would not die like that. But if you don't have his intro up, and I mean, look at these categories. I mean, if that, you know, Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku comes out and stuff like that, and like they're all on Dragon Ball Seekers, like, you know, that's not gonna be a problem. But you know, that weakness of Hit, we're only comparing against this guy. This guy is so broken. They're both so broken. Great releases. I mean, these guys are true inheritors of Saiyan Day and Golden Week characters. Blue Kaioken Goku, in my opinion, falls well shy of what Golden Week characters should be. Years in a row, Saiyan Day and Golden Week characters have dominated the game. Kid Goku and Hit are, again, inheriting that legacy, but bitch-ass Blue Kaioken doesn't. But I feel like I'm probably more favorable to Blue Kaioken than most, I would imagine. But I feel like this is fair. Now, I did want to talk about this quickly. So, right afterwards, I mean, we could talk about Daima Vegeta. I think we could talk about AGL Vegeta, STR Kid Buu, Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Tech Majin Vegeta, Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta, the Goku and Gohan. All those characters can kind of, like, fill in the rest of this, right? So, like, something like the next kind of, like, tier is kind of like all of these guys. Oh, Daima Goku as well. Daima Vegeta. Like that's kind of like, I mean, I guess we could get like Tech Buuhan and Slug in here as well. Let's let Slug and Buuhan, though, I don't know. Let's get a team first. I guess, like, we could run Tech, but, like, I would just straight up rather run Super Easy Buuhan over Tech Buuhan, right? Like, Like, this new Dokkan Fest just got outright replaced by a super easy of a Dokkan Fest from 2016, right? Like, so, like, you know, you could just get out of here, actually. So, like, this is kind of like the next row. If I had to order it, it might be something like this. If I, let's let Slug can get a new team first. I'm not really tripping on that so much. Is there anyone else we're looking at here? This guy is too much. No, he's too much of a fish, man. This guy, honestly, I mean, we could use him in Battle Hardened for Formidable Foes, yeah, but he's like not really effective everywhere else. The New Year is not kind to him. I mean, Battle Hardened for Formidable Foes, yeah, but I'm kind of off of him. In Janemba, I guess, I mean, we could get him in here, probably maybe like about there, something like that. Like, this is maybe what I would do with this. But, I mean, there's, once we do, okay, they've just done so many EZAs this year. And then there's also this guy. I mean, we could probably easily get this guy in there somewhere like that. There's just so many EZA characters now, because of Super EZAs. Super EZAs, and they've just been spamming EZAs, man. Super EZAs is actually one of the best things Dokkan's ever done. So, let me know what you guys think. Again, you guys were asking me for a while, like get EZAs on that list with Dokkan Fest, and I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. I could also just do a straight up EZA list or a straight up Dokkan Fest list as well. But I thought we would go ahead and get like a top 15. I felt like was good because this is a strong 15. It's not like when we do the just Dokkan Fest TUR list, towards the end we're like AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Daima Vegeta, Daima Goku, Buuhan. Like, those guys are not like elite, right? But here, I mean, they're pretty much all very good. I mean, you know, maybe like the Blue Kaokens, you know, do kill you, but yeah, I think we'll end with this. Let me know what you guys think. Top 15 Dokkan Fest exclusive TURs is what I'm gonna call it. Top 15 Dokkan Fest exclusive TURs. Thanks guys for watching. I love y'all. Mwah. Oh, yes. French, feel free. Call me as stupid and fat on the quotes as you want to, like always. Yes, yes. Dude, that's a joke I've been saying for years. That's funny. Yeah. Tell me how dumb I am, but I did put a lot of thought into this, so I am confident to throw this up while everyone says, oh my god, you're so stupid. How my favorite character's not top 5. The list sucks. Go ahead. List is going up regardless. But I love y'all. Mwah, mwah. I'll catch y'all next time.